Guys, I gotta be honest. This France, Portugal, Germany group, they really threw me for a loop, man. I mean, a lot of you predicted France will come out of the group and top the group. It happened, but that Portugal and Germany game was insane. I thought, what? Portugal and their defense always crap. And then 4 goals, 2 own goals, some crazy stuff.
Well, Portugal scored 4 goals and they still lose the game.
Well, Portugal's never known for their defense.
Yeah. I mean, and there are clips going around, Pepe telling the guy Rui Patricio or whatever.
The keeper to the left.
Go to the left, right. Guy didn't follow. That I like seeing that, man. I was like, that's the experience, you know.
No, I tell you what Portugal's fault is.
I don't really blame the keeper. I mean, I find anyone tough to follow what Pepe says. I mean, that's a loose job, you know.
No, I can't believe he's actually in the team still playing at these Euros. I'm like, really, nobody else, You know, they're lucky they made it in the 3rd place. They had 4 points, man. You know, 4 lesser goals, whatever.
They have to thank Ronaldo.
He's just scoring penalties. He's hardly doing anything. He's hardly doing anything. He's just scoring Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
But the problem with Portugal was actually had Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva in the center. The moment they remove Fernandes for Sanchez, then it brings big difference.
The shape was set very well after that.
The shape was set.
Yeah, I think the boys burnt out, man. I think he shouldn't play much.
I mean that game, Ruben Diaz looked average, you know.
Yeah,
it was not really a rock,
No, they were lost.
Stones, man.
They had no counter towards Germany's tactics. So I don't know whether it's the manager's fault or what.
You're right.
Yeah. But he left
the same guy, right? It's always the wing back, the left back.
And Kimmich was open, especially Gosens. And they had no one to mark them or what. So throughout the whole game, Germany was just attacking through the wing backs.
Are we reviewing all the games or we're just going?
We're just going with it.
With the flow, with the flow.
The flow up. So now it's
easier.
Germany are going to play
England.
next. Now England only scored 2 goals the whole thing. Raheem-Sterling got 2, but I think defensive was good. Yeah, very good, man. No goals in any game. I'm like, okay, not bad, you know. And then they managed to hold. And I'm not seeing this guy Jadon Sancho with all that noise starting.
Yeah, man.
What's your thing?
Because they played 5 minutes. They played like for 5 minutes.
Actually, I think this English team, especially for Southgate, I mean, I'm quite surprised that all 3 games you see the lineup that he picked, right? I mean, it's not what everyone is. Yeah, it's not what everyone is predicting. I don't see Rashford starting. I think the first match he didn't start also. Then you see like Mason Mount starting. Then the Foden was starting.
Mount, but the problem is the 2 defensive midfielders are not creative enough. They are both ball winners and not exactly ball carriers or playmakers. So they come very still at the back. So against Scotland, there's like they were defender passing to the 2 defensive midfielder, and Phillips and Rice was like passing to each other. They were passing back towards the defender again. So it was so still that there was no movement at all. Mount had to come back to collect the ball to bring the ball up.
So how important is it to not let anybody score from this point on? Playing against Germany,
I think this tactic will work well against Germany, but against the smaller teams, they might struggle to score goals. But I think they might beat Germany using this tactic because Germany's right-hand side is actually very bad, very weak. Hammers against is too slow.
I think this is the right tournament
for
England to do it.
To win it, right? That's what
I mean. This will be the best setting for them to beat Germany at the big stage because Wembley, you got your booze boys there who'll be throwing beers at all the Germans. I'm actually predicting for this game Jadon Sancho to start. He will score.
I don't think he will start.
He might assist, and then he'll put a transfer to get out of Germany.
A farewell gift, right?
I think Sterling will definitely start. It will start Sterling with either Grealish or.
I don't want to get
Saka.
Saka.
Look at that boy. How awesome was he?
That guy was
the match, and then go straight to the bench.
But Southgate will not start him. He's too adventurous for Southgate. He'll prefer stability.
Germany has a huge problem with Hummels. I mean,
not Hummels, Hummels and Günther. They are the right hand side.
Very slow. So people like Sterling put the ball above right.
And Kimmich is not exactly a wing back also. So he was always attacking. So there's a
I feel the only way Germany has a chance, they go back to 4-4-2. play Leon Goretzka right
No.
there.
3-4-3, but Kimmich has to hold back his line
Okay.
too
Look,
much.
I don't want to get into convo about tactics. We're not managers here, so we can all agree to disagree. Now, Belgium and Portugal is playing Belgium. They finished third place. Now, this one I'm quite intrigued. I think Belgium is playing some very lovely football, man.
Oh, yeah, I
Like
think,
real with a good, strong striker in front, with a midfield coming back, and then he can also score goals. I think the boys are hot, man. Now, if they're playing this Portugal team with the way they are, kind of iffy,
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether they have good tactics going into the match. I don't think Belgium
but,
also got
yeah, but
fantastic
it's
tactics.
quite a waste for Belgium to face Portugal so early in the knockout stages.
Yep.
But if you look at
Yeah.
you look at the knockout tables, right? I mean the flow is left heavy actually. I feel very much left heavy. So if you look at the left side, it's Belgium, Portugal, Italy, Austria, France, Switzerland, Croatia, Spain, and then you look on the right, you see Sweden, Ukraine, England, Germany, Netherlands, Czech Republic, which Czech Republic didn't really perform, I think. Wales, Denmark. It's like on the right side is clear path. We you can see there's only 3 favorites here, and all of them are going to be playing each other very soon.
So it's for England to make to the finals in Wembley, I think. Clear path. As long as they can overcome Germany.
Yeah, and I think Netherlands. Netherlands. I think they look kind of formidable actually. Surprisingly.
They surprised everybody.
The defense is a bit shaky. The defense is a bit shaky, but attack is quite impressive. Yeah, the attack is very impressive.
But I think the one that surprised me, the two things that surprised me the most was one was Italy. The other one was actually Spain, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know the 5-0 is whatever, the team, not really a good team, whatever the hell. But
It surprised you as they are doing better than you expected, or what?
doing better. Italy, wow, they're playing some Spain. I surprised me, man. I'm like, whoa.
I was so surprised because the moment I saw Morata, the striker, I knew they would struggle.
Yeah, so Nigel, Italy, man, you had this one right bang on. But the second place, Switzerland and the other teams. What do you think, man? How do you think it turned out there?
Yeah, dude. I think like I mentioned in the other sort of chat that we have, man. Italy just number 1, and then the other 3, don't worry about it, right? So who ended up going? Was it in sort of Italy's group, right?
Yeah, Wales, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Wales is playing Denmark.
Yeah, Switzerland.
Wales and Switzerland, yeah.
Also, the third place went through as well.
Yeah. The Swiss are playing the Francs.
Oh, you know what? I was surprised because I think I picked Turkey as my dark horse, man, because they have like 3 guys from the French champions.
They were horrible.
Hey, but you know what? Do you guys find this sort of Euros has been a little bit defensive, man? It's like one team attacking, and then the other team is like 10 defenders and 1 striker.
Yeah.
That's why
and 1 striker scores.
One
striker scores.
That's the thing. So you talk about no hype and all that. Sometimes I watch these games and I was like, what is this, man? And then I watched like a even game, right? They call it like, say, Ukraine, Switzerland, that kind of level. And they both like just bang each other, right? So like way more entertainment value in my opinion. And you watch like, I don't know, England and Czech or something, or like Italy and Turkey. Oh, that was the worst. Italy and Turkey, I think they had like 10
Italy won 3-0.
I think there was a Spain game also, they went 0-0. That was boring. The England and Scotland game, so that was okay, but it was a bit boring. But there be some screamers, here and there.
Yeah.
Almost from the halfway line. Patrick Schick.
Yeah, some nice goals. The 3-2 comeback, Holland, and what was it? Ukraine.
Shaqiri's goal was not bad, and then
Austria.
Modric's goal was excellent.
Modric
you saw Modric's goal? He curved the ball with the outer of his right foot. That was excellent.
And let me bring this one. Jay, you're muted. Let me bring Vas in, man. Vas, what do you think? How do you think the Euros have gone?
No, I think I just saw a reaction just now where we were surprised who had qualified and who had not. And because of this new format, I think the group of death was not finally the group of death, because all 3 of them made it to the next round. So that was a bit awkward, because you didn't, there was no drama. At the end of it, there was no drama because all 3 of them made it to the next round, and they start on a clean slate in the knockout stages, no matter what happened. So that was a bit funny, to say the least. This whole confusion about the third best, 4 third best teams making the cut as well. Yeah, I mean, but it didn't trigger much of excitement because I didn't see where teams were squared up. They were banging into goals, except Denmark. Denmark did an awesome stuff with its last game, and banged 4 goals past, and they knew they needed the goals, and they did that. It was exciting to watch. So yeah, I mean, this whole new format, I don't know if it's
because
it's exciting or not.
Round, hardly anybody was knocked out.
Yeah, and everyone was a bit cautious as well, as he said. Yeah, defensive. I think England, for example. Okay, I'm just going to talk about it. Yeah, I mean, just mentioning England came in. I mean, as what Ian Wright said, he's embarrassed by the fact that they were labeled as favorites. Harry Kane, I think, came in as the top scorer from the qualifiers. And what did they have to show? 2 goals.
Yeah.
2
and
goals.
He didn't even do much.
Exactly, he didn't even do much. So, and then obviously you see the likes of Italy, which was scoring at their will, freely scoring, Belgium. But I don't know if this side's in the knockout, how would it be? If you look at the draw on the right side of the draw, so you have Belgium, you have more exciting sides on that side, as part of the round of 16 and beyond. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, a bit
Jay,
of a strange one.
What's been going on for you, Jay, with these Euros?
Hey, so yeah, I've this is my first call with you guys.
The motherland's playing the Germans.
Yeah, the mother. Yeah. So yeah, as a UK-born guy, I don't know much hope for the English, to be honest. I think that the English, pre-tournament favorites, but they're flattering to deceive. As Vas said, 2 goals in 11 internationals, is it, for Harry Kane? That's just sloppy. You can't expect to get very far on that kind of form. When Raheem Sterling's your top scorer with 2, it's not very good. And I actually had this meme shared with me about the top scorers so far. And basically, it doesn't make for pretty reading. So it's in this order. Top scorers are, and this is pre-kickoff.
Own goal is the top scorer, isn't it?
Own goal is the top scorer. So before kickoff last night, you had Gini Wijnaldum, Lukaku, Patrick Schick, and Cristiano Ronaldo all on 3. Own goal is way ahead of them on 7. So yeah,
I think it's up to 9 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, it will be definitely double figures before the tournament ends. And yeah, it's just
no golden boots. Yeah, fun.
Yeah. So
you're not really feeling it, is it?
Yeah, it's been kind of underwhelming at times, but there are some games that Nigel was talking about earlier where the teams are just going at each other, like your Ukraines and Sweden's and so on. But yeah, you do get your whipping boys, like your North Macedonians and so on, and what Poland, who I nothing against Polish or the team, but they always seem to be like they're good enough for the Euros, but never good enough to win it. It's
a surprising one, right?
I don't know. I mean, looking at the Polish team, there's no identity. I feel that they don't have an identity.
Yeah,
I mean, they have quite a few good players, but you don't feel that identity. There's no.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just somehow they look all over the place. They look all over the place.
Is that Lewandowski and the rest? But he's carrying them. He's really carrying them. So
Wojciech Szczesny.
He had 3 goals.
Arsenal legend.
Yes. Yeah.
What about teams like Sweden?
Oof.
Yeah, surprising.
Sweden.
Quietly going about its business, their business, and topping the table as well when with least expected. But then again, you expected Spain to have done that from the beginning, and they just decided to show up yesterday. So yeah.
No chance after these.
I think it's interesting. They started the older players yesterday. Busquets and SP came to the team, and they look much more cohesive. Before that, Busquets was on the team. It looks a bit too many youngsters probably, and not enough experience.
Croatia.
Yeah.
World Cup finalists, Croatia. Still
I
made
think
it
they
through.
only turned up in the last game.
Yeah, Modric.
Okay.
Yeah.
Helps still play Scotland too.
It looked a bit sluggish at times as well.
But
Czech
I guess
Republic.
also is because what's that guy's name? The best defender in the world?
Lovren?
Lovren, he started right last time.
I know
Maybe
what you're
it's a
talking
sign,
about.
lah. Maybe.
Oh, I like that.
The Swiss, Roger Federer, Swiss cheese, enjoy.
Hey, they are my
Swiss cheese for you,
my
sir?
tournament favorites. They
Yeah, I'm
look-
all the way, man. I'm
they
some
look
Swiss
nice.
I'm looking at
they
Swiss
look
chocolates.
They're
Straight
quite
up.
milky right now.
Milk chocolate. It's
And
all
Shaqiri's
good,
really performing
bro.
well
I'm
for the
down.
Euros, Shaqiri.
You know what I mean?
He scored a wonderful goal that day.
Wimbledon
Right towards the
starting
top
also.
corner.
So you know what I mean? Federer could can score a goal for Switzerland maybe something. Anyway. So what about Ukraine?
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Mm.
Are we going to have lamb on the rotisserie? You know, some bread, some potatoes,
I don't know what to make of Ukraine also. I
some
mean,
bosh.
Did you guys
to be honest, I don't know any of their
uh,
players.
They're quite technical going
Yeah.
forward. Yeah, they have Yarmolenko and Yaremchuk. They're both playing pretty well, but their defense,
yeah,
I think, is
the
a
two of
bit
them.
shaky on the defense side still.
But then they
So,
play
I don't
against
know.
Sweden, right?
That's Sweden.
So it's
Yeah.
They might have a chance
Still,
against
right?
Sweden. They might have a chance against Sweden. So I think it's quite 50-50 on that game.
Kasichan lah, Kasichan.
Boleh kasihan lah.
I think Sweden will go through.
Croatia and Spain, Nigel.
Oh, the draw? I think Spain's gonna take it, man. I watched that
Really?
Croatia game against England. Yeah, Croatia is just not the same, man. If you ask me, you have Calvin Phillips supplying the assist against you, as you know, he's a
Spain are
freaking
good.
defensive mid, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean Spain has Morata, right? So it's a very tight one, I think.
I think
But
it will be a
it's-
0-0 Spain game, and then the second best team will go through next round.
No, if they start, Croatia will go through. If they start, I don't think they'll go through. Croatia will go through.
Italy and Austria. Italy, I guess. Austria can't-
Italy
can't-
overwhelming, yeah,
Too much
Italy
firepower.
overwhelming.
Too
I'm
much.
gonna say Austria for that one. I'm gonna be different. I will end up with
Wow.
egg on my face, but I'm gonna say Austria.
Wow.
Just to be
Upset.
different.
That's going to be a major upset.
Yeah, I'll
Man,
be different.
Austria with
You heard it here first.
Marko
Yeah.
Arnautovic.
Yeah,
Arnautovic, yeah.
He sent
Arnautovic.
flowers and a racist note.
Of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
he got banned for one match for the racist note, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever that means, I don't
Hey,
know. But
what about this Denmark team and that heart attack thingy? That was mad.
Yeah,
They came back and drew
Christian
the game.
Yeah, that was
Literally
shocking,
coma
actually.
lah.
Well, he coma macam.
Coma.
Oh.
He's out now, man. He's
It was a
out.
cardiac
He's out.
arrest. Yeah, he had a cardiac arrest during the match
Ah.
against Finland.
So he's out.
So,
He's
he
out.
should be
Yeah.
retired. He should be
He's
as good
not-
as
he's
retired.
not- I don't think he's going to play again. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
He's got something like a pacemaker fitted in as well. So definitely
But
he's not going to play.
Most likely he'll go to management and take over the first team lah.
Oh, yes, he's arguing to play for a manager.
I had
It's not
to-
gonna help his time. It's never get the manager chew down.
So Wales and Denmark. What about Wales?
Hey,
Oh,
Denmark
good
team
crew.
looks quite capable in that
Yeah.
one. They have,
Mhm.
they have a decent team. They have a strong.
Yeah.
I think the belief is back in the team.
Mm.
But I
Correct,
mean, from the
correct,
last game we
correct.
saw, they look
It-
way better.
Yeah.
They're very
They
solid.
shot 3-4,
Yeah.
3-4-3.
They're very
Oh,
solid
Wales,
if you look
So
at
they
them.
went back
Yeah.
to 3 at the back again and look quite stable now.
For,
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
for Wales, they have belief in themselves. Is it? Is Arsene Wenger coaching them? Then again, they must have belief. That's
I think-
Arsene Wenger's most used word. Belief.
and Brendan Rodgers and character as well.
Correct.
Brendan Rodgers and character, really?
Yeah. The boys show great character. Of course, right? That's his catchphrase.
Arsene, man. My
Arsene
love.
Wenger.
Always with the
Yeah.
belief, man. Love it. So look, man, I think overall we're looking at this thing. It turned out to be nice. I think the games to look here are England, Germany, Belgium, Portugal, if that's your thing. The rest all seems to be kind of worked out. France and Switzerland, I don't know whether Switzerland can beat France unless France don't turn up.
But
these games
France,
are being.
the last game, Pogba, my God, wow.
He hit the
was
post,
he?
right? Didn't he?
But he
I thought
played
one
very
shot-
well.
one
I feel,
shot.
I feel that this is the.
Yeah, his
I mean,
passes
somehow,
were-
he somehow turned up for France and not turned up for MU. I don't know why.
Plus, he has Kante there to free him up. He looks
Mm.
much more happier playing for France than playing for MU.
Yeah.
I mean, not surprised coming from Chelsea.
Plus,
fan,
you think England got a chance?
Oh,
Germany?
for the fact that it's hard to score against England, yes, I would say slightly a chance, yes.
Now Harry Maguire is back. Yeah.
Yes, but the fact is, this is the problem with England. I think if it's a stalemate and they go down to shootouts is where I worry about England. and that has been the case as always. So I think England has to turn up, has to be ruthless if they want to progress against Germany, and that's the only way to do it, I think. So let's hope if they do that. But it's like I said, it's hard to score against them. That's something for them as far as the round of 16 is considered. But I don't know where the goals are going to come from. So yeah, I hope he tweaks the side, gets it more creative, and do what they have to do. Yeah.
Holland,
as
no
an
chance.
England fan as well. Yeah.
Holland and Czech, no chance. Nigel, what do you think?
Yeah, Holland 100%, man.
Czech, no chance,
No chance, man. No chance.
I don't know, man. I mean, the Holland team seems like an up-and-coming team, but if they get through this Czech thing, they'll play well.
Hey,
okay,
Memphis Depay, man. He's just signed for Barcelona. It's going to be on a high.
Oh, wow, really? Yeah.
That's right.
How much?
But they can't register him yet because I think they're still over the wage bill or something like that. So
is that right?
Trying to get Messi to reduce his wage bill so that they can feed him the pay.
Just sell Braithwaite, man.
Hey, you can't sell Brit. I can't justify.
Hey, you heard what he said the other day? He said, "I don't need to move Coke bottles because everyone already knows me." That's what he said.
Oh man.
Yeah, what's with that Coke bottle and that Heineken bottle? And then I remember the Russian coach. He just he started drinking the Coke.
He just started drinking the whole thing. Yeah.
I think that's the biggest highlight for these Euros. Heart attack and Coke bottle.
I think the Russian machan saw free Coke, machan drink lah.
They angry with where's the vodka? The vodka shots aren't ready. 3 vodka shots are ready on top there, one after another.
Actually, Pogba took the beer, he kept down, but after that, the bottle went missing.
He take home. He keep in his bag.
But I think that's the Heineken Light, the zero alcohol one, because that's the color of the bottle.
It is a zero. Was it Lukaku?
Yeah.
No,
Pogba, I think.
Pogba. Yeah. Because Muslim, so yeah.
No, he needed that spotlight also because he saw Ronaldo did it, then he just wanted to do something as well.
No, but he did it kind of sneaky, so I thought maybe he put it in his bag down there to steal it and take it away later.
Drink it later, away from the cameras.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me go around the room real quick here. So let's start with Belgium and Portugal. Junsern, who do you think to get this?
Well, I think by the looks of how Portugal played in the group games, I have a feeling Belgium will win this by a small margin, but they will win it.
Belgium definitely.
Nigel?
Belgium and Portugal? Belgium.
Macam? Sailash,
Belgium 2-1.
Belgium, Jay?
Yeah, I'll be Belgium as well.
What?
Belgium.
Okay, Italy and Austria?
Italy lah.
I think only one guy said Australia.
Italy. Italy.
All okay. France and Switzerland?
So France overwhelming.
France as well.
Okay,
France.
Croatia and Spain?
Switzerland.
Switzerland, hey!
Switzerland.
Okay, me
Switzerland.
so.
Who says Switzerland?
Okay, me.
Who says Switzerland?
Sailash.
Wow.
I'm going with the Swiss. I'm going with the Fed Express.
Wow.
Alright.
Okay, Croatia and Spain?
Spain.
Really?
Spania.
All going with Spain?
If Morata starts, I would say
I'll take Croatia.
I take Croatia. If Morata starts, I say Croatia. If we start with
why are you all changing your minds? I want to know why were you all changing? Why suddenly Croatia? Why unconvinced?
No, depending on who he starts for Spain. If Morata starts for Spain, I say Croatia will go through.
Who's the alternative? Who's the alternative in Spain for
Moreno or Ferran Torres?
Oh yeah, what the fuck? Why is Moreno not playing?
Oh yeah, Gerard Moreno.
The day Ferran Torres came in 1 minute and he scored. Morata was on the pitch for 60 minutes. He missed a penalty. He missed an open goal.
Morata have a psychological problem.
Yeah,
the fella.
It's too soft.
Once he gets into that hole, he can't get out.
He's like at the Euros. He's been like a Spanish Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then let's see Sweden and Ukraine.
Well, this one I think Sweden lah.
Sweden won. Kevin?
Sweden.
Ukraine 60-40 to Sweden. I think Sweden 60%.
Two Sweden. Ukraine 1. 3 Sweden.
Sweden.
4 Sweden. Vas?
Sweden shoots penalty.
Wow.
4.5. And then 1. Ukraine. Me and Sailash, Ukraine. Okay. England, Germany. Did I even ask her?
Germany on penalties. There we go. I called it.
Germany.
Okay,
on
hang
penalties.
on. Sailash. Germany. Okay, go.
Germany.
Junsern?
If it goes to penalties,
Okay.
I'll take Germany, man.
3 Germany. Kevin?
I think since it's a Wembley, I think I give England to sink through.
Correct.
Sterling 1-0.
England. Nigel?
I actually think England as well.
So 3-3 lah. Huh?
Yeah.
Looks like
Me
it's
as well. England.
Watch out.
England. Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
3-3. Is it? What am I saying? Yeah, 3-3 lah. I'm not okay.
Bukayo
This
Saka
should be
is
interesting.
gonna come in. Keep an eye.
So 3 of you to England, 3 of you to Germany. Okay. This one should be interesting.
Mhm.
Holland and Czech.
Holland.
I think.
Holland.
Holland.
Yeah, Netherlands. Definitely Netherlands.
Overwhelming.
Okay, Wales and Denmark.
Denmark.
Oh.
Denmark.
2 Denmark.
Yeah.
3 Denmark.
Denmark.
3
I'll
4
go
Denmark.
Wales. I will go Wales for
I'll go
this.
Wales also.
Okay, 4.
I'll go Wales. I'll be a JS on this.
That means only England,
100%.
Germany, Wales, Denmark. We kind of have. We're kind of split. England, Germany, Wales, and Denmark. We're kind of split. The rest is like pretty much straightforward.
Mhm.
I mean, France and Switzerland. Don't mess with me in Sailash. We're going to get that hooked up. Score a few aces. Macam,
I
when we
open
play-
bottle. I open bottle.
Okay, you open. I'll get the mutton petal and the naan bread.
Done.
I'm the guy. I'll get from the Chinese shop down the road.
Chinese.
Okay, that's good shit, man. Hey, sweet, man. Thanks, guys, for joining up, yo. I saw some nice goals. We saw some beautiful goals. I saw some decent highlights. Some games a bit here and there, but I think you kind of you get all this one.
You saw Ronaldo's move on Germany, the Rudiger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He actually put his hand like that and he flicked. Wow.
You see his
Yeah.
face when he did it, man. His
Yep.
face. Far out.
Yeah.
But then he ran out the whole German team, and Germany came back and stormed a victory against them. Remember that?
Yeah. He did all that.
He just
and
pissed
yeah.
off the Germans. He did that for nothing, and the Germans got pissed off, and they came back. So that.
Yeah, he's going to be crazy against Belgium. I don't know whether they can hold their defense or not. I think Belgium.
Oh,
play very
yeah.
strong lah.
Belgium.
Yeah, but we chose a
strong lah.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, which is a strange one.
But
Because,
I read,
sorry, just a quick one. Yeah, go on.
yeah, but I read there's not one article. I think they were saying that the Euros will begin now, especially in the knockout stages, because it's
Yeah.
all for nothing. So I
Yeah,
think
do or
all
die.
Correct.
do or die. So I think all the teams will start to unleash. I think the group stages, all of them were being very safe and
Cautious.
Yeah,
Cautious,
man
yes,
management,
because they had 3
trying to
games. Yeah.
safeguard
so
them.
now it's like, every game is the last game for them. So I think most teams will go all out. I have a feeling, so that's why it's very interesting to see. Now I think it's going to get more interesting after this.
Mm.
So
Like,
we have the first 2 games to watch that are coming up on the 26th, Italy and Austria, Wales and Denmark. So Wales and Denmark is our split game here. Should be quite interesting.
England as well, right?
Yeah. England playing on the same day? No, I have
so
said
they're
20
playing.
No,
they'll
England's
be
on
playing
Wednesday.
next day, right?
Tuesday.
Oh,
Tuesday.
sorry. I thought you were talking about split game.
Tuesday.
Sorry. Oh, yeah.
29th.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tuesday, yeah.
Should be
Tuesday.
good. So we got 26th, which is what? Saturday,
Actually, Monday
2
night,
games
like
for
in a
us.
way, I think, right?
No, Tuesday.
Monday.
Wednesday night. Yeah. Tuesday night. I think.
No,
Which match?
no, no,
England,
no.
Germany, is it?
England.
Will the
England,
two
yeah.
guys be
20
back for
yeah.
England?
Wednesday night, Wednesday 12
Which-
a.m.
Wednesday
Which two-
morning at 12 a.m.
Yeah, so it's
Chelsea
Tuesday
guys.
night, lah.
12 a.m.
So it's Tuesday
Yeah,
night,
Tuesday
lah.
night.
Which 2
Yeah,
guys
sorry.
talking about?
Mount and
Chelsea guys.
I
Chilwell.
think was it
Yeah,
Mount
to
and
be
Chilwell?
back. Yeah, they are quarantined until Monday.
So
But
they
then
should
it
be
won't be-
back for this.
ended.
Yeah, but they won't have time to train with the team before this.
Who?
Mount and Chilwell, because in isolation, because they apparently chatted with Billy Gilmore, but the Scottish team is no
They
quarantine
they
for the
hugged him
Scottish team.
after the.
It's kind of
I
funny,
think they
yeah.
hugged him after the game. Yeah. He's a Chelsea. Gilmore is Chelsea as well, right?
Yeah,
Isn't he?
yeah.
It was all the
He's-
Chelsea players.
But then the
Yep.
Scottish team does not have to quarantine for some reason.
Exactly.
which is kind of
Exactly.
weird.
I bet these guys will
They're
be training on
Scottish,
their
they
own.
don't need quarantine, man. Quarantine
Hey,
means
like
them.
this, macha, all night long. The virus.
Yeah. Virus afraid of Scottish.
Then they didn't have the Scotch whiskey for because they were training. Now they get finished, no more train ups. So enjoy. Thumbs up. On that note, thumbs up, fellas. Thanks for joining.